Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. Okay, here's the scoop. Got it back from repair. Main system works fine. However, the other day, noticed something wrong with my screen. Not too happy. So, I'm going to show you this damage. This is the way it came back from repair. It went in perfect and pristine, but came back with damage on the screen. Which, if you look, you see that long line that goes right across, and there's some jagged edges too, and you can feel the burrs on your finger when you touch it. So it's got some depth to it. And there's a couple little squirrelies there off to the left side up a little higher. Anyhow, so I took time off work Monday morning and to call them because they don't open until 9 o'clock our time in Canada here in Ontario. Anyways, told them what was going on, and hey, got all my updates done finally. That was hell. And then, of course, put a bunch of games back in, start playing my games. And that's when I noticed, oh, there's something weird here, because it depends on the color if the line is going to show up or not. And because otherwise, with the screen straight off, nope. And the screen on, as you can see, you can't see that line. But in certain lighting conditions during a game with coloration, yep, you can. And definitely when you hit a flashlight when it's off, as you saw, there's damage. So they said, all right, we need photos of the original shipping box. We sent it back in, because they want to confirm. And it's like, sure, fine, whatever. Here's a pile of pictures. And we want to see the screen damage. Okay, no problem. Shot them some photos of that. Had to light it up with the flashlight so they could see it. Anyways, they said, as soon as you send us the email, that's when the clock starts. 48 hours tops. 24 to 48 hours, okay? Now, of course, this is Monday to Friday stuff, right? Okay, no problem. Today's Wednesday, and I didn't get off work until about almost 1:45, I guess. Anyway, so, of course, did my thing, came home, and, of course, I only work in the backyard with my landlord, so it's 11 seconds to walk to work, which is great. So I called them back because no email, no phone call. I'm thinking, okay, well, what's up, So after talking with the one lady there, she actually had called somebody anyways, and apparently they'd looked at the photos, but they need another 24 to 48 hours to make up their mind. It's like, how hard is it to figure it out? Like, you're either going to replace the screen or the laptop. That's what I was told on Monday, right? One of the two things. And so why does this team need that much more time? And so we're back and forth and yakking. And she says, well, I guess I'll have to escalate them to, get off their butt a little quicker with a decision. Okay, whatever, but you're not helping me out any. And she says, that's going to take another 24 to 48 hours. I said, you got to be joking me. Come on, serious? Give me a supervisor. So, of course, I talked to a supervisor, and to no avail, the same diarrhea of the mouth, 24 to 48 hours. This is, well, it's already been well over 50 hours here since you got the email and you've seen the pictures. The team's seen them, but they can't figure out, oh, what do we do? And, yeah, normal people get fired for that kind of garbage. I know I certainly would if I took that long to figure out, should I replace the customer's brakes or not? I don't know. Let me think about it for another 48 hours. Okay, that just doesn't wash in the real world. Apparently it does at ASUS though. Anyway, so I called MDG, had a talk with them because I still owe them 22 more payments of 117 and change a month. And I said, look, I use my computer to make money on YouTube. I do gaming videos. I do this. I do that with it, among other stuff I do. But I says, I also bought a drive for this thing that I'd like to put in review for people before all my hits are gone, right? And I won't make any money off that video. Well, very little, actually. And I says, I want my 64 gigs of RAM back in there, but I can't put anything back in this thing because we're waiting on ASUS to figure out if they know if they're going to replace the screen or replace the computer. And I said, I was told, they saw the pictures, blah, 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 but they don't know what to do, apparently. I don't know. So I says, I know this is not your fight technically because it's under ASUS warranty. And my extended warranty is with MDG, but that doesn't take in effect until October when the warranty runs out on this. But at least this went in, well, it was under warranty, so even if they screw around for another who knows how long, they still got to come good no matter what. Because this thing had no damage on it before it left here. Even I know that. I am so OCD. You ask anybody, man. I am so picky. and I am very cautious and careful with my gear because I don't want to get damages to stuff, right? Especially when I want to sell it down the road. Like once it's paid off, I'd like to be able to sell it, and get something else. But yeah, anyway, so I said, can you send them an email? Like put a burr in their butt to, like you got an irate customer, and part of some of the money that I do make on YouTube with this computer actually goes toward my monthly payments. Because, I'm in debt up to my nose with, Long and McQuaid and MDG and another thing. Anyways, so yeah, I kind of rely on all my computer gear to make me money. And especially when I'm buying toys for them to try out, like our recent videos on the Oracle Drive, etc. Anyways, so they said, yeah, I'll see what I can do, no guarantee though. I says, I know, but hey, if it comes from you guys too, it might help them get off their butt a little faster, because I did give them a deadline of 5 today, which we're at 5:37, and I told them the video would be up by 7 tonight if I didn't get an answer. So anyway, he said, in the meantime, call back, specifically ask for a manager. So that's what I did this time. So I got a manager, and apparently there's nobody above him other than, I guess, his boss that signs his paycheck. I don't know. But I was getting the same diarrhea of the mouth from him, and I said, you got access to those photos, right? You're the head part of this deal, right? Yeah. Okay, so look at the photos. You tell me what you think. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's definitely damaged. I says, yeah, that was caused from your team that had my computer. I says, now I don't know if it was a rat that ran across my freaking computer in the middle of the night and scratched it with its nail, or, because it'd have to be one nail, right? And they got many. Or if your tech screwed up with a tool somehow. I have no idea, and I don't really care how it was done, but the fact is it was done well under your care, and nobody reported it. I happened to find it by fluke of chance because of a couple of video games. I'm like, what the hell is this? And then I looked underneath really good with a flashlight and went, ooh, that was not there when I sent that in. None of that was. Anyways, so he says, yeah, I see it. I says, okay, so you're the head honcho. Can you not just get on the phone with your team and say, look, get the guy an RMA, and we're either going to replace it or put a screen on it, one of the two. But, this needs to be dealt with immediate, because I did tell the guy, I'm a YouTuber, and it's not the subscribers that count. It's the non-subscriber views month that you get more of. And I says, and I share my stuff over social media, and I says, I need an answer now, because you guys have more than expired your time frame from what I was told. I've been told you the team looked at the pictures, but they can't make up their mind because they're going, oh, I'm not sure what we should do. What do you think, Jack? I don't know, Jerry. Anyways, I says, normally people get fired for doing that kind of crap. I know I'm self-employed, and trust me, I'd fire a person for doing something like that. But I said, I'm not asking for anybody to get fired. I just want my bloody computer back to normal and in a reasonable amount of time, because this is now loss of use. Because now I can't use the onboard screen without chancing getting screwed over in a video game because of that line going, So yeah, that becomes a problem. And I wanted to try actually using my screen for once, because I've rarely ever used the screen on this thing ever. It stays in clamshell. This way, A, it doesn't get damaged, and B, I prefer a 27-inch 4K as my external screen when gaming in 4K, because it's more fun than 1080p. Anyways, he gets it, but he still kept giving me the diarrhea. I said, do you think I'm bluffing, man? I mean, seriously. And I told him about what I did to a company by the name of Bang Good once, who one of their employees, I think the guy must have got fired, but I still never took down the videos. And they begged me to, and I said, nope, you're still paying the price, even though you're going to treat me like gold from now on. Fine. Okay, let's settle up. But I'm not taking the videos down. You have to learn you don't mess with consumers, period. Especially YouTubers, but consumers, period. You treat your customers right. Customers are what makes you money and keeps you in business, right? This guy doesn't click in on any of this. I said, do you really think I'm bluffing? I says, I'm serious. I'm going to slam you guys on video over this, because this is totally unacceptable, I mean, I can understand a delay if it needed parts, and yeah, there's going to be a delay. Okay, I can accept that. Okay, I know that could happen, but no parts got replaced in my computer, okay? And I said, furthermore, their diagnostics of the system was completely false because they say on here that it was blue screen error and there wasn't, okay? I never got a blue screen error. I got worse than that. I got the ASUS repair and fail, and then it wiped out my 500 gig drive and the other side trying to reinstall an OS that it can't do it to anyway. And it didn't even try to touch my Kingston, and my drives have both been verified and redone since, and there's nothing wrong with my drive. So yeah, this was a Windows thing that went down either way, but whatever. I says I don't really care that they made a mistake in what their diagnostics was on here. The fact is, yes, they did fix the issue, but they created a whole new one now, which is not acceptable. I don't care if it was done on purpose or by accident, but somebody's going to be replacing my computer or my screen, and it's going to be done fast. Well, he doesn't want to give me an answer. I said, can you not pick up the phone now that you've seen the pictures yourself and call down to the team and say, look, get this done? Oh, no, I just escalate it down and it goes from there. Great, you're such a wonderful manager. Congratulations on being in a management position. You can't even do anything. Awesome. Good to know. So the only person above him, of course, is whoever signs his paychecks, right? It's like, man, this is just getting stupid. I'm going to tell you, I'm never dealing with buying an ASUS product ever again, because if this is the kind of treatment I'm going to get or people are going to get, I don't want to deal with them. I don't care how much I like the computer in itself. It's a great computer. But when stuff goes wrong, yeah, they fixed the problem. But somehow, like I said, I don't know if it was an accident or intentional or a damn rat. I don't care. Point is, damage got done. And they're giving me the runaround for yet another 48 hours. So now we're talking Friday by probably 5:30, because I think it was just after 5 when I got off the phone with them, before they can now make up their mind finally, hopefully. And go, I don't know, Jake. I don't know. What do you think, Jerry? What do you think, Jeff? Should we just give them a new computer or what? We'll replace the screen maybe. I don't know. Depends on parts. And I told him, I says, I got an email what was in repair too, that if parts are needed due to COVID outbreaks all over the planet, this is causing delays for getting parts. So depending on the parts, may cause, could be a month or two. And I'm thinking, COVID is like over, man. Like seriously, you can't be pulling the COVID card anymore. But maybe you can. I have no idea what's going on in the rest of the planet. I just know what's going on in my own country. However, they get their parts from China and Taiwan and everywhere else, so who knows, right? Point is, now we need a part. We need a whole new screen, or we need a laptop. At this point, I'm ready to just say, just give me a new laptop, but they don't want to make up their mind, so I don't know. So yeah, I'm kind of really not too happy with ASUS at this point. At this point, I will definitely say in future, I personally will never deal with their brand again of any of their computers. I've never had a problem with HP or Lenovo, Acer, to name a few, okay? And I even tried to explain to the guy, look, I've been a certified Apple PC tech for like decades, right? I've never damaged a piece of equipment of a customer's or anybody's for that matter. And I said, this is just stupidness, like somebody's not taking enough care when working on a customer's laptop, it seems, because otherwise this damage would not have happened. Like somebody should have covered the screen if they were pulling anything apart, but I don't even know if they pulled it apart, but they definitely did some diagnostic work, obviously, and that's when they came up with, well, they restored the image, right? Well, you don't need to take the computer apart to do that. And the stock drive and stock RAM are back in it because ASUS told me to take out my upgrades in case they did have to replace some parts inside or replace the computer, because I'd never see those parts again. So they said put it back to factory, and I, sure, why not? Hard drive's naked anyway, or SSD, whatever. Anyhow, so now I can't even really make use of my computer properly to make videos. because of this problem. They're delaying me. I can't show off this new drive I got for it and do testing for you guys to let you know what I think of this review wise. And this is costing me money. They don't care. They just want to take their sweet little time and, I'll think about it and give me another 48 hours and maybe I'll have a decision. It'll be interesting, but I'll keep you guys up to date on what's next. But they were warned this video would go up, and I told the guy, I'm not bluffing, I'm doing it. It's going to be shared through every media that I'm on, all the media places my wife's on. She's on a lot of them. So, think twice, I guess, in future about ASUS products after this video, I'm sure. But let me know if you guys have had problems with ASUS, if you have had anything mysteriously something else go wrong, or you know what I'm talking about, right? Anyway, I'm out of here because this has stressed me out. I need a break. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.